Bob, pull your mic up a little bit. Huh? Pull your mic up a little bit.
A little closer on the mic.
Yeah,
Bring it closer. Ah, it's limp. Nope.
Dude.
Nope. I hate that problem. There's just times whenever, as I get older, there's times whenever I'm fucking solid as a rock, and then just and then back, and then back. I don't like your microphone right now.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
This feels a little different.
Yeah. It's right there.
All right. I think we're going to go through a lot of that today.
Yeah.
This feels good.
It's
Do
different.
we look good?
Fresh start.
Fresh start.
I feel pretty
cross
good.
my legs.
Yeah.
My legs are a little down in size, but so I can cross my legs.
Mine
my
are
nuts
tight.
aren't as big. My legs aren't as big. Getting older.
I feel that now.
You do. You're there.
Yes.
I feel distinguished in this chair.
Really?
Not really. No.
I like it.
I do enjoy it.
Yeah.
Man, we're back. This isn't the original. This isn't final setup.
No.
But we're filming a fucking podcast for everybody. Did you see the comment?
No.
Guy commented and he's like, "Hey, I have an idea for you and Bob. I think you guys should sit down together, have microphones, film it, and put it on the internet and call it the HWMF Podcast." I was like, what a fucking idea.
I like a good lead on like that.
Yeah, he was like, I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, oh, you dick, that was funny. But everyone, we are back for the freshest episode of the HWMF Podcast in the new building with the new setup here. This is not anything final. We have a ton of stuff coming to do it all, but it's just not in yet.
Yeah, we want to get a feel for it.
Yeah, we were like, fuck it, let's just put it all up and talk about everything that's going on, all the cool shit that we have going on. I mean, it's pretty sick. And you look very appropriate right now.
Thank you. Yeah.
I don't know if we should talk about it, though. Maybe I shouldn't have talked about it. Might jinx it.
No, I mean, I've born and raised,
You actually were.
Actually was.
Yeah, this is actually fitting for
this
you.
This has been my team since the beginning.
Yes. Fuck the Chiefs.
Yeah.
How long have you had that jersey?
About 72 hours.
13 years
Well,
I've had this
I have
jersey.
dozens of them in the closet, but I had to get a fresh Saquon
Fresh
for
threads.
the
It
Super
is
Bowl.
awesome.
Yeah.
This
Got Kim one and the dogs.
Oh, really? Everybody's got one?
Oh, we all got them.
Man, that's sick.
Yeah.
SJ and I were going to go to Dick's
Yeah,
and see if they have anything. They're going to have Chiefs shit.
probably.
I hope
yeah.
they have something Eagles. They will. Fuck them.
They will.
Yeah, they got to. We're Pennsylvania. They have to. Yeah. But
Yeah, you should find some cool stuff there.
at least a hat. Give me a fucking hat.
Yep.
Or football, something.
Yep.
But everybody, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the HWMF Podcast. I am your host, Seth Feroce, here with my heterosexual life mate, Bob,
Good morning.
and our esteemed, distinguished associate, Mr. Young Aiden.
Hello.
Hello. This is cool setup. I'm excited. We are in the content room, the human content room.
Human, I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
we have a non-human content room in this building as well. That's downstairs. Yeah, but this is exciting. It's a bigger room, little bit of an echo, but we have soundboards coming. They showed up last night.
Great.
Do you see them? They're down in the foyer.
No, I
area?
didn't.
Yeah. I don't know if it's enough. I measured it out, but there might be more in the boxes than I thought.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but we're going to put it up. It's going to be great. It's going to look cool, feel good.
Yeah, cool shelves, some lighting.
Yeah.
Some memorabilia.
Yeah, but we're tired of waiting. Everybody's tired of waiting.
They are.
Just sit in a chair with a microphone.
That's all it
Yeah.
was. I got an idea for you. All right, sounds good, Dick.
We were going to hold these.
Yeah, we were going to hold them, but then we were like, fuck, let's load this table up and make sure it doesn't fall over. Sturdy. Yep. I like the chair.
I do too.
I
I
like-
like the firm back on it.
Yeah, yeah. But there has been a ton of cool shit happening with the company since we filmed the last one. Last one we filmed was before, what, Black Friday? Right before Black Friday.
I think it was 3 months ago.
Yeah, Black Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't do one.
And then
around
before
the
that, it was
holidays.
before you went to fucking Nice, France with Kim.
Yeah.
And we talked about you qualifying
Yep.
on the last podcast. And then we had Black Friday with all the shit. And then all the mayhem in December. And then moving everything in here and getting started. And actually starting the year off because a ton of shit has happened.
Yeah, I mean,
Ton.
things were hitting as soon as the first of the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then SJ got sick. He's here with me today again. He's over there. He's going to listen to the podcast.
Yep.
See how that one goes.
If you hear a small voice,
So if you hear a small child's voice, yes, that is Junior in the background. Yeah. So I got you guys to listen to that song "I Got Bitches" by A2M.
Uh-huh.
So anybody who doesn't know what that song is, A2M, I Got Bitches. Okay. Were you there for that song?
No.
Aiden's like, I don't know what this
we were
is.
shooting content.
Listen, it's a fucking riot. And I put it on in the truck. It's super vulgar and way fucked up. He should not be listening to that song. However, as a dad of a 4-year-old, I'm not raising a pussy. So he's going to listen to the song a little bit. It's awesome.
Has he listened to the song?
Yes. He's like, hey.
Does he laugh?
Yeah. He laugh. Because he can, listen, he's pretty smart.
He's
not
very
stupid.
smart.
Yeah, he's a sharp one. Mm-hmm. Everybody's kid's, smart to a certain degree, but so he can sing songs. He remembers words. Mm-hmm. So
all your kids seem to have that, like they absorb it.
Yeah, I don't have that. I could listen to a song 1,000,000 times, and I could probably sing 5 words.
I'm the exact same way.
I can't do it, dude.
Kim cannot comprehend it.
I can't do it, dude. Cannot.
She'll know all the words to a new Morgan Wallen song that comes out at Thursday night at midnight. She knows it by Friday night.
Adeline.
I'm like, dude.
Emmy does the same thing. Like we were driving. Like, what the fuck's he doing over there? Playing video games, fucking off. But anyway, it's by A2M, which stands for Ass to Mouth.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude. A song called that. And then the song is called I Got Bitches. It's like, I got bitches all on my dick every day. Like, sucking on my balls, licking on my balls. Okay? And whenever it says my balls, that's the part he sings. It's fucking hilarious. It is awesome.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, just guy stuff, He also has a thing where he loves to show after he gets a shower. He'll put his PJs on because now he's getting big enough. Like, go put your PJs on. Before you get your shower, you pick your clothes out, set them out. So you come in, get dried off, go hang your towel up, put your PJs on. Well, he comes out with no shirt on, shirt over his shoulder, and takes his dick and balls and puts them on top of his spandex waistband and shows everybody, wiggles his dick and balls at everybody. I didn't show him that. I did not show him how to do that.
No, dude, that's how boys figure it out.
Yes. He'll pull his pants up super fast, and then it gets caught and pushed, and he just
look at that.
Is that not the most guy thing to do?
It is.
And then dude he just thinks it's funny as fuck. And I'm like, man, this is cool. Having a boy is fucking awesome. It's way different. It is way different than having a girl.
That's a useful tool. The elastic waistband.
Oh yeah,
dude. You get a boner in class, you just fucking tuck it in.
Hide it.
But how crazy is it that a 4-year-old figured out to flip and tuck?
Well, better late than later. Or better now than later.
Yeah, dude. I'm going to have my hands full. I can't wait. I encourage it so much, too. It's funny.
Oh. I mean, it's definitely exciting.
Oh, yeah. It's there should be a TV show. Now I understand why there's... But then TV shows aren't as fucked up and fun as My House, though. You don't have, you can't show a fucking 4-year-old boy chasing his sister around with no pants on because he thinks it's funny and tries to put his balls on her head. That's fucking funny. That's what he does. He sees an opportunity. He drops his pants and rubs his butt on Emmy's head. He'll climb all over the furniture and just be like, watch this. I'm like, this is funny. Farts and whenever she's not looking, he'll come over, fart by her, and walk away. Dude, it's funny. It's awesome.
It's blowing my mind that these processes that guys go through we start absorbing them that young.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, that's what I mean. I'm watching it. I'm like, so we watch gymnastics Friday and Saturday. College gymnastics meets are on TV. Well, he likes women. It's obvious. You'll just catch him gawking at the TV, staring at butts. And it's SJ, and he's turns bright red. So I was like, you like that? And he's like, I like the red ones. Likes the girls with the red outfits. That's what he likes. He's
a fan.
Yeah. But nope, my life is full of kids, work. Yeah, that's about it. Working out. I need to get back to training. That's what I'm going to start on Monday. Back to training. You've been training, though. You never really stop.
Yeah, took a little bit of time off. Not really. A week, and then...
SJ.
I took a week off over the holidays, and then... I don't know. I was ready to get back into it. I got a race in April, so we're about 10, 11 weeks out from that. So it's... Yeah, it's getting busy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I stopped. Tore my quad.
I
I
know.
have a piece missing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was very frustrating. Very frustrating. Now I had to cancel my ankle surgery because we got way too much crazy shit going on. Way too much. Couldn't do it. I pretty much have accepted the fact that I'm more than likely not going to compete in bodybuilding ever again. It's not going to happen. You know how whenever it happened, we talked about this. This is the first time I'm publicly stating this.
Yeah.
It really fucking blows a fat cock. Mm-hmm. However, like, whenever I hurt my ankle, I was like 3 weeks into being geared out of my mind. Mm-hmm. Like, back, like, fucking test every other day, fucking primo every other day, fucking growth hormone sky high again. Like, I'm like, fuck yeah. 2-3 weeks in, I mangle my ankle, break it in 2 places, and tear another ligament, the last ligament on the inside. And I was like, man, fuck this. I'm going to keep training. So I braced it with my handy-dandy Carolina boots.
Yep.
And kept training. And then, what was it? I think 7 weeks after that, maybe 7 or 8 after that, I went to see Hani. We trained legs, mangled my legs, came back, and he was like giving me pointers on what to do. And I'm like, fuck yeah, more controlled. Let's push this. And he's like, Seth, you need to densen up a little bit. And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. And I was down there and I asked him, I was like, hey, you think this is dumb? I was like, do you think the comeback from me is like stupid? Like, do you think I'm actually going to be able to do this? Like, you're looking at my physique. Like, I know you don't train anybody, but if you were training me, is this a bad idea? And he's like, no, dude. He's like, your body still has it. He's like, it still has it. He's like, you just have a lot of work to do. He's like, you're never afraid of the work. You know, we got to work on the sweeps of your quads. He's like, but he's like, your legs just don't have the same density as they used to, so we need to focus on doing that. He's like, you need more controlled reps. He's like, you're not strong enough, more control. I'm like, okay. And he's like, then you're going to need to increase the weight and decrease repetitions. But the control is going to be, it's going to be more intense because your control has to be there. I'm like, fuck yeah, this is cool. This is the shit I need to fucking hear. And we were all amped up down there. We were fucking, I'm like, nice. Like, cool. I mean, he was even like, dude, you're really, he's like, do not lose any more body fat. He's like, you're a little lean. He's like, you're in a great spot. And so we came back, and then I trained, and then I was doing exactly what it was, way more controlled than I normally was, that would be safer.
Right.
And then I end up fucking tearing my quad. And from that, it's kind of like, and then our discussion that we had was, like, I knew I did something to it, and I didn't know the severity, but then when it swelled up like crazy, it swelled up, it turned black and blue, and I'm like, dude, I don't turn black and blue. Yeah. I tore my tricep, and it didn't turn black and blue until after the surgery. Like, I don't bruise easy. Mm-hmm. And then from there, I'm like, motherfucker. So then I was like, okay, either way, like in a month or in like a month, I was going to back off of everything anyway. And then just to see where I was, get blood work done. And at that same time, whenever I was like, oh, I did that, and I was like, I got to get Prisk to look at it. We got to go through it all. Prisk came in, and he's running through. He's like, hey, let's talk about everything that's going on. He's like, your leg. He's like, yeah, you're fucking, it's from your ankle. I was like, Jake said the same thing. And he's like, it's because it is. Your ankle is incredibly unstable. If you have an unstable ankle, the rest of your body is going to compensate for it. He's like, how your knees doing? I'm like, right knee hurts a little bit. He's like, does it? He's like, it's because of your ankle. Your right side is compensating for it. He's like, how's your hips? I'm like, hips are good. He's like, how's your right glute? I'm like, actually, it's tight. And he's like, it's from that because I'm compensating for the ankle. And he's like, you did this because of your ankle. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to argue with him. I'm trying to say it. But Jake and him both said that you're compensating for such. Because whenever he looked at it, he watches, my ankle drop whenever I'm doing a squat or walk or anything. And it's just hard for me to see because I'm always in the boots now.
Yeah.
It's braced. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, kind of growth hormone you taking? I was like, Serious Stim. I was like, I'm fucking amped. He's like, yeah? He's like, how are your hands? I'm like, completely numb. And he's like, Seth, he's like, that's a problem. I was like, yeah, my right hand, dude, when I wake up in the morning, this fucking thing is like a bear paw. He's like, give me your hands. I'm like, why? What are you doing to my hands? And he's like, give me your hands. And I was taking 6 IUs of Sero. Never took Sero Stim a day in my life previous because I never had the money for it.
Yeah.
And I had decent generic and them gin-tropin pens. He took it and he started going, he said, go like this with your hands. And then he pushed my thumb down with barely any strength. And I'm like, hey. And he's like, yeah, dude. Meanwhile, this one's like rock solid. And this one, boop, just touches. And he's like, let me see this. And he starts tapping on my hands and moving my fingers around. He's like, dude, you have carpal tunnel. I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, yeah. He's like, it's from what you're doing. So, and I read up, and some people are like, oh, it's not from that. So I have to brace my hand at night. I stopped taking growth hormone. I have not taken growth hormone since like end of November, whenever he told me this. December, maybe. And so I have carpal tunnel in this hand. I have zero strength in my thumb in one direction. I can't feel, my thumb has it's numb. Like, I can't feel it. My index finger has a little bit of feeling, but my middle finger, nothing. Like, I can't tell if this is metal or leather. Like, I just touch things.
Do you feel the coldness of the metal?
No.
Fuck.
No.
Okay.
This one I can.
Yeah.
And this one, my ring finger, this side of it, I can, nothing, okay? The other side, I can feel things. So whenever I go and touch things, I use my, because it's been months now.
Dude.
It's horrible, dude. And I'm like, so Prisk and I train, like, we get together on Saturdays because he has a mayhem of a life. And he's like, because when we got together and he's like, I was like, dude, fuck this. And he's like, what do you do next weekend? I'm like, the same fucking thing, dog.
I'm here every Saturday.
He's like, can I come? I'm like, yeah. So on Saturdays we get together and train. And usually, like, we'll talk about work. He's a hoot. He is a great dude. And I was like, hey, and you and I have talked about this. So I look at things in life because of my intense personality as obstacles. I can push through anything. I don't give a fuck. Okay? Like, I'll just fucking keep going. Like, oh, yeah, fuck, I can still touch things. Okay? And then, like, with the quad, I was like, it'll heal. He's like, but you got to fix the ankle. And the ankle takes, dude, it's going to be 3 to 4 months to be 100% back. Like, 4 months to be 100% back.
Yeah.
No matter how much BPC, TB, peptides, whatever you shove in there, it's still gonna take a minute to come back. Like, for a full 100% recovery, at least 3 months. To be running on it, to do functional stuff, all that. Because I also like the functional training, and I want to go hunting in the mountains.
Yeah.
So we were discussing, I'm like, hey, do you think these are like obstacles? Like, do you think these things are like just being put in my way and I got to continue to overcome them? Or do you think like this is God's way of saying, hey, Seth,
slow the fuck down.
let's pump the fucking brakes, bud. You went from being Mr. Functional to being, I'm going 100% back into bodybuilding. Fuck the world. I'm turning 40. I'm going to kill everything. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I mangled my ankle. Mangled it. 2 weeks later, I braced it and started training legs again. And then I expect nothing bad to happen? What fucking kind of thought process is that?
I know. I mean, dude, I deal with the same things with Kim. She has a flare-up fucking every 6 weeks from doing swim, bike, run, lifting too much. And it's the same thing. I'm like, hey, is this a sign? Like, babe, like...
Maybe slow down.
I don't know. I'm gonna go do this and do this therapy and dry needling.
And then with Hani, he was like, "Hey Seth, because this is what got me. You know, him and I were down there. I was fucking in, and he's like, Seth, you're an old muscle car. I'm like, fuck yeah, man.
Sick.
I am an old muscle car. Yeah. And he's like, you're not a fresh off the lot car. He's like, that old muscle car can still fucking rip. It's still wild. It's still fun. He's like, but you got to pull over and check the fucking dipstick every couple laps. He's like, and even when you do that, engine still might blow. Listen, he told me all that stuff. We're in person, and he's telling me that to my face.
Yeah.
Literally a week later, I tear my fucking quad. Can't feel my fucking hands, and I'm still like, fuck yeah. It's like, no. This is what we just talked about, Seth. We just talked about this.
Like, hold on. Did
we
you
just
hear
had this
me?
conversation.
Did you listen?
Yeah, so it's fucking very unfun. And then like after all this, he got super sick.
Yeah.
And then because I was supposed to go get blood work done, but then Hannah traveled we travel for gymnastics every single weekend from here until the middle of April. Every single weekend we have something going on. And like leaving on Thursdays and not coming home till Sunday night or Monday. So it's mayhem, fucking meat of the meat of the gymnastics meet season. And so he gets sick, and I have to take care of him for 5 days because he was stupid sick, and we didn't want the other kids, so we like pretty much quarantined him at home while they traveled.
Yeah.
10 days after that, he got the neurovirus. I got the neurovirus. The whole family got the neurovirus. I lost 11 pounds in 3 days from getting that fucking thing. So it has been a fucking absolute shit show for the past fucking like 2 months of my personal life and everything that I've been doing. I went from fucking being 226 pounds, literally at like 8% body fat. Nuts. Fucking probably one of the craziest looks I've had in a long time. I think the look that I had shit on 2018 Seth.
Yeah.
I think it did.
I agree.
And then it literally just got fucking and I'm like, fuck me. I didn't even get my blood work done yet. I haven't had time. I was going to go get my blood work done when she got back, and then he got sick again. And then I'm like, fuck, okay, I got to make sure, because I can't take him to go get blood work done when he's all fucking banged up.
Yeah.
And then he gets the neurovirus, and then I get the fucking neurovirus. What am I going to go do? I was 221 pounds. I was 210, and I'm going to go get blood work done? That's not a good idea.
Oh no, dude! Your body's gonna look like shit just from being sick. Like
So now I have to. I'm gonna go get blood work done next week and see where I am. And I'm like, right now I'm like 216 fucking pounds.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that reminds me. They put in an order for blood work for me like probably end of November. It's just sitting in my email.
I think you're still good.
I think I'm still good too. I just forget about it. I forget to book the appointment. I put the order in for the blood work, and then I forget to do the blood work.
But it's
vital though.
Yes. Yeah. You got to get your blood work done. That's Dr. Clark, Spy Rejuvenation.
Yes.
If any young man needs blood, if any man, not young man, if anybody needs blood work done, Spy Rejuvenation, Dr. Clark, tell him the HWMF podcast sent him, and you want a fucking discount. They'll tell you no, and thank you for your business, though. But I got to get that done. It just fucking blows. It really pisses me off.
Yeah.
Really pisses me off. And that's the thing, like, and then that's where Pris came in. He's like, let's weigh out everything that's going on in your life. Let's weigh it all out. What do you have going on? He's like, are you actually going to be able to come back 100% and do it? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I got to get the ankle fixed. He's like, if you don't get the ankle fixed, he's like, you're going to have continuous ongoing problems. He said that to me almost 2 years ago. So we'll see. We'll see. Either way, put it this way. My mind constantly runs, and I want to do some really incredible shit. The whole thing was I turned 40 years old. I'm 40 now. I have to do something very fun at 40 years old. I have to do something to show that I'm not like dead.
You're not.
I know I'm not dead, but just that fucking feeling inside.
Yeah, I know what that feels like.
So either way, I was like, I just need to do something challenging.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't do something challenging, I'm not okay. I have to. I need something very physical, because otherwise I go nuts. A little bit of a fucking asshole.
Little bit.
And by that, I mean a lot of bit.
There's like it's not a slow ramp up. It's a ramp up.
I haven't changed, have I?
No. Nope. That is one thing like I appreciate though.
Oh,
you're 100% you since the day I met you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh,
That might be the nicest thing you've ever said.
we got a wholesome moment here.
Yeah, it is. Well, I mean,
It just got a little super awkward.
but here's the thing.
Is that a tear?
Here's this. Like, this was like, I was like, that's the nicest thing. You're like, fucking huge dickhead. Huge dickhead. Like, I mean, just fucking ungodly, in your face, 100% in, fuck you.
And you took it as a compliment. Oh, man.
Because it is.
It is, dude.
It is. Well, I mean, and yeah, I it's just one of those things that I personally know about myself is like I have to do physical things. And me being 40 years old, I don't think it'll even change when I'm 50.
Well, I'm trying to figure out, like, I know now that I like to do things that make, like, that are a ton of fucking work, effort, anxiety, stress. Like, I try to get away from anxiety and stress, and I do things that are adding even more of those. Like, I chase those things.
It's the work.
Yeah.
The work, it's something about being physical. Mm-hmm. I don't think that, like, everybody says they have anxiety or they feel bad about themselves or anything. That's why I've always just been a work-driven person. Not like work at your job. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, like, working at your job is value because you feel self-worth when you do a good job or get promoted or work really hard or accomplish something at work. But, like, even physical, like, even just completing a workout. Completing, like, oh, you set out to do 2 miles, walk 2 miles. Dude, you walk 2 miles, you're like, I'm accomplished.
Mm-hmm. I said to Kim last night, I was like, because I didn't want to train last night. I just did not want to fucking work out last night. I was like, how good does it feel to complete a workout when you didn't want to do it?
Way more than even when you were excited.
Like, I came down the steps from riding my bike, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I've been an asshole for the last 4 fucking hours, and this is what I needed.
All I needed was that.
Yeah. He won.
He put the work in.
Yep.
But it doesn't, and so I made that video on YouTube, that lock-in video.
Yeah.
And I was like, because I was scrolling through TikTok whenever I was sick. Excuse me. That's the first time I actually did a deep dive in, and it was right when TikTok was getting banned. I was watching grown men cry that TikTok was getting banned, and I'm like, oh, this is a wild sight to be seen. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of people make a lot of money from TikTok. They build everything from TikTok, and I realized that the TikTok, like, the scroll time on TikTok is very important for people. Mm-hmm. It's like their comfort place. It's where they go, and we all have scroll times.
We do. Yeah.
We're in it. Like, it's a place that we're like, oh, like, when you scroll through it, you're like, oh, this is funny as fuck. It's constant dopamine dumps that we're getting through TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. You don't watch anything that you don't like.
Yeah.
Who does? You know? So it's just this constant thing. But then I was like, a lot of people aren't getting outside of that. Like, I think the whole world's a little soft. Because, like, in the comments, people are soft. And even the people that are haters and saying ignorant, fucked up shit, they're even a little soft. Because you don't make those type of comments if you feel good about your life. Mm-hmm. You don't hate if you're in a good place. It's like those fucking things you see all the time, like, a millionaire is never going to tell someone not to start a business. They're never going to laugh at them when they go to start a business. Someone in really good shape is not going to be like, hey, fat fuck, you shouldn't be at the gym. No, more than likely, those gym rats are going to be like, hey, I've seen you every day for the past month. Keep it up.
Yep.
Like, that's never going to happen. So those haters in there, they're even soft. They're not accomplishing those things in life and feeling worth. So when I made that lock-in video, and you and I were talking about that.
Yeah.
Because we've been discussing people aren't locking in.
Yeah.
And they won't even get started. They're afraid. It's like they can't get started. I'm like, you're stuck in this fucking thing. People get stuck in these weird places, and the work is so fucking valuable. It's so much fun. You want a better life? Work at it. Mm-hmm. You want a better relationship? Work at it. You want a better body? Work at it. You want a better job? Work at it. You want anything, you got to work, just go to work at it. Just start putting one foot in front of the other. Like, even if it's a fucking crumb. My old man, whenever he started his business, was telling me, he was telling me about, like, how to make sure that you're not losing money on a job, or how to make sure no job is too small. And he's like, Seth, they're all little crumbs. He's like, dude, I know the number of screws that I need for a job, plus or minus a couple dozen. I was like, no shit. And he's like, I count the screws that are needed for a job. And I'm like, you fucking Italian bastard, fucking cheap cocksucker. He's like, no, dude. He's like, it's crumbs. All these crumbs can turn into a massive pile at the end of the year. He's like, it's a massive pile. He's like, the crumbs in anywhere you look are around every corner, so you should always find them. And I'm like, okay. And I just translated that into all of my training. It's the details. Mm-hmm. Into my training, like, this rep is a crumb. This rest period is a crumb. The time I spend here is a crumb. This is a crumb. And all of a sudden, before you know it, that's a pile. And if you leave crumbs every single workout, every single bit of your relationship, every single bit of your actual work that you work for a job, if you are leaving crumbs every single day for long periods of time, they turn into crumbs against you. And it's like, fuck me. Those details are huge. So whenever I was making that video, I was like, I just wanted to unleash all this because I'm watching so many people on social media not go after things. You're sitting there watching people do things. And then some of the people that are doing the things are faking it. It's like, holy fuck, is this a wild place? How about you do it? Go fucking do it. Who cares? And if you fail, fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, that's how we got started on that topic is I got a DM about, I posted that reel of me in the gym, and like, I haven't been on social media in a long time. I haven't posted anything really, like with training. And this guy was like, you know, how are you losing body fat, getting stronger, getting better at endurance sports? And I'm like, and me and this guy have talked quite a few times, and he's into running and is getting better at running and progressing, but he's not getting to that next level with everything. And he's like, what's the fucking secret? Like, what are you eating differently? I'm like, dude, I stopped giving in to every fucking temptation that was getting in the way. I was like, I talked every single Friday night for the last 6 weeks about getting pizza tomorrow night. We're going to train all day tomorrow. I'm going to get pizza tomorrow night. And guess what? I chose not to get it 6 weekends in a row. I chose to have the steak and the baked potato, the burger and fries that we made at home. All of those little things, and then my weight is dropping. I'm getting fucking stronger. I just locked in. And the longer you do that, the more like, the less attractive those things become, and then the performance goes through the roof. Your body looks different. People start commenting on your shit like, hey, dude, you completely changed in the last 2 months. What changed up? And I told him, I was like, how many times did you choose beers and pizza after your long run on Sunday the last 5 weeks? He's like, yeah, you're right. I gave into those things. Yep. That's what I did. I'm like, you need to stop doing those things if you want to get to that next level.
If you want to get to the next level.
Yeah.
Because it's okay to have a beer and pizza.
Absolutely.
But if you want the next level, if you're looking at yourself and saying, I want more, you have to do the work. Mm-hmm. And it's not that you aren't doing the work, but if you want the next level, it's like you're at 75% of your potential, which is pretty incredible because it's great.
It's outstanding.
It's more than most. Mm-hmm. But then it's like, whenever he saw you, he's like, what am I missing? Mm-hmm. You're missing the next level. To lock into the next level. It's not that you're not doing the work already, the next level. And it's super intense because it's scary. Mm-hmm. It's going to take that thing that you love. It's going to take the pizza that you love. It's going to take the beer that you love. It's going to take whatever it is that you love and remove it from your life. And you're like, I don't know if I can handle that.
Right.
And it's okay to feel that way until you do it one time. Do it 2 times. Challenge yourself. Just say, you know what? I'm gonna have the steak, the ribeye, the potato, and then like a small dessert, like maybe a cookie.
Yeah.
Because you need the extra calories because you're endurance training. Mm-hmm. But you're not gonna go full bore, a whole pizza and a 6-pack.
Right.
Let's remove that.
Yeah.
Do that for a couple weeks and see what happens.
Well, yeah, because like when I do that, I actually under fuel for that day then. Because it fills you on useless calories. Where like if I go out to dinner or like we have an early dinner, because we usually eat early. We eat right after we're done training.
Yeah.
I'll have a steak and potato, and then 3.5 hours later I'm hungry again, and then I'll have chicken and rice or a burrito with chicken and rice. So now I got actually the good calories that I needed to refeed. Mm-hmm. If I eat all that pizza and that beer, like that's all I'm having for the rest of the night, and then I'm gonna pass out, and now I'm behind for the next day.
And your digestion's all fucked up, and you're not there.
Dude.
And it's just levels, you know what I mean? And it's levels because there's people that don't even get started with just getting off the couch and doing 2 miles of walking and 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups. You know what I mean? There's levels to everything, but that guy, he feels like watching you and seeing your progress, he's the guy on the couch. When he's not, but he just can't get to that next level.
Yeah, and I took the time, like I stopped typing. I was just sending him voice memos because like I just want him to like feel it and know it because he does work. Like he puts in so much work, and it took me so long to figure out that next piece, like that next switch.
Oh, dude, how many times? I mean, we talked about it off camera, literally almost every day for over years.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it just takes time, and you do it at your own pace, but then when you get in, you're at that next level. And then you can just commit to it, lock in on it. Yep. But whenever I made that video, like I was like, I'm doing it because I think there's way too many people out there that are afraid of doing the work. And everybody, it's really hard to admit that you're not there. You know what I mean? It's really hard to admit. And I think a lot of people like to portray that they are there when they're not. Like a lot of social media likes to talk about how good their life is and how great they have it and how good they are at doing this. Like they're good at faking it. And they might be faking the next level. They're really good, but they might be faking the next level. And then the whole time on social media, people are feeling like, why am I even trying? I shouldn't even do this. It's this crazy weird thing that happens during scroll time of like you're following things that you like, but then you're like feeling worse about yourself. You're getting a dopamine dump, but then you're also like kind of beating yourself up on the inside. It's this crazy thing that happens, and I'm like, okay, let's cut down your scroll time and let's start doing some work.
Yeah.
Let's get you out of this funk. If you are fat and unhappy with yourselves, you need to start small with some non-negotiables. Like non-negotiables, like you have to do them no matter what. You can't, there's no negotiating with yourself. There's no not doing it. You do them. And I do push-ups and sit-ups. Ever since I hurt myself and getting back into it, I'm like, you know what? I'm going back to cardio, push-ups, and sit-ups every day. Because it works for me. And I'm like, I'm going to do 100. And then I'm like, I can do 100 pretty easy. Let's do 2. Because that sucks. You do 200 sit-ups every fucking day, dude. That's a lot.
Oh, it's a ton.
Guess what? My abs look better.
Yep.
But it's just these things that I think that anybody can start. And I tell people, like, if you're feeling bad about yourself, just work. If you feel bad about yourself, work. Just do it.
Yeah, I think when a lot of people can get past the idea that I need all this like downtime, like I just need this like
no, fuck you.
This time at night where like I just sit down and like that's where I filled that window with my last training session of the day. And then I might get 15 minutes on the couch.
You know what you're going to do with your downtime? You're going to pick your phone up, and you're back in the fucking matrix.
Yep.
You're back in it. Get the fuck out of there. If you're like, oh, the kids at here, at nighttime, dude, we'll do push-ups and sit-ups on the living room floor. The kids will start doing it because I'm like, yeah, I got to do 50 more push-ups. You don't have to do 200 at one stint.
No,
you do 50 here, 50 here, 50 here, 100 in the morning, 100 in the evening.
You still did them all.
Still did them all because it's, guess what? If you're not doing anything, and you start doing those things, you're going to look better and feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
And that's the key in life. The work is going to make you feel better. That's all you fucking have to do. Because there's a lot of people that, like the video went over incredibly well. It did. Everybody's like, fuck, dude. I get it. Like, it's just, it's all the fucking bullshit that I've learned over the years of my life and every fucked up crazy thing I've ever done. I'm like, I just need to be able to find the good in it and how it's going to positively affect myself and the people that follow in this crazy, incredible platform that we've built. I need to be able to speak on this and talk about it and just be very transparent and open about myself and how I feel and what it's done for me. Because if it worked for me, I'm nothing special. I know it can work for so many other people. And it's awesome to have this platform. So I'm like, let's speak about it. Went over really well. But also from that, there's people, I have haters. I have a good bit of them. And the more I put myself out there and the more that I talk about this, the more I find them in my DMs, the more I find them just out there. Because I've gotten more messages since that video's come out than I've gotten probably in over a year.
Yeah.
Like that video has just, it's wild. And like, I mean, I don't even see my memes from you guys anymore. There's so many people in my DMs. I'm like, I haven't seen, he was like, hey, scroll back to that meme. You didn't look at it on Friday. And I'm like, bro, it's Friday today. Yeah. Like I haven't seen your memes in a week. There's like 37 in there.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there was like 3 I sent you.
Yeah. I didn't watch them.
I know. It's crazy.
So it's been very good. And I'm like, this is great because that means that there's men out there that are like, I needed it. It was like a wake up call for men's mental health, not from like, I feel bad for you. It's like, no. We can't feel bad for one another. You got to fucking figure your shit out. You can do it, dude. You were put here for a reason. You were put on this earth for a reason. Okay? You're here. There's a purpose for you. You might not know what your purpose is. Nobody really does. I like to think my purpose is what I'm doing right now in life. Okay? Because all this crazy fucked up shit that I did when I was young led me to this point, and it's pretty cool. However, it's like, what happens if this isn't actually my purpose? This is just the cool life that I have. What happens if my purpose is one of his children? What happens if my purpose is raising Adeline the way I did for her to do something incredible in life? Create opportunities for her to go do something incredible. What happens if that's my actual purpose? What happens if the work that I'm doing now to create all of this, and every day that fucking blows that I have to eat the shit sandwich or fucking deal with this or deal with that, what happens if me going through all of this and doing this creates an opportunity for my children that turns out to be way bigger than anything I've ever done? So it means that all of the things I did and all the cool things I did created the opportunity for her to do whatever she did, or him to have the kid that he did that's going to do something. Like, there's so much more to life. You are so valuable here. You have something, but if you sit there and let it skate by and not put yourself out there and not put everything you have into everything that you do, you'll never know. You'll just become part of the fucking matrix and not be able to, like, actually find your full potential. You know what I mean? When you were fucking 22 years old, do you think you were going to be an Iron Man?
Oh, my God. Oh.
Now you have people reach out to you that you can touch and encourage and influence for them to become something better in life. How the fuck did that happen? Like, it is wild how life works. And it's like, if you don't get started working, you're going to get caught up in this thing and lose it. This is a great tool for life, but it is not your life. It's a great tool for your life, but it's not your life. Like, the work is there, and it's so much fun. It's so much fun, because otherwise, what are you going to do? You're going to watch everybody else do stuff. Yeah. It's super difficult. It's really hard. It's worth it.
Very much so.
It's worth it. Yeah. I'm really excited. Like, there's people out there that fucking send messages, and they're like, oh, like, good job trying to be inspirational. Like, I was like, great.
Like, why?
I think about it, and I'm like, bro. So Aiden, months ago, we were talking about this, like, just shit in general, about people that put up, like, ignorant comments and things like that. And I was like, man, their life, they're just not getting their dick sucked. You know what I mean? And he's like, it's really cool to get your dick sucked by someone who likes you. And I was like, man, philosopher Aiden over here, like, laying some fucking heat down right now, because you think about it. When you get your dick sucked by someone who really likes you, she's doing a really good job. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, I like you. This is great. Like, fuck yeah, dude. What am I going to do? Hold on. Fuck you. Your life sucks, loser. No, dude, you're like, hey, Bob, I got my dick sucked. What are you doing today? You guys, we should do something. We should hang out. Like, I like this. Did you see that funny video? Like, it's a whole different world.
Yeah, it's a different day.
Dude, the haters are probably fucking getting some teeth grinding, some fucking.
They're not. It was just fucking. It was a riot, and it's so true that, like, and whenever you're, and it goes, I think that it also, there's a snowball effect from it all. I know that when I work out, I'm a better person. I just do. Mm-hmm. So and especially when I'm doing something like I have a hardcore physical goal, like, I know I'm better in life. I learned that about myself, and when I don't, I find myself just doing crazy shit, and I don't think it's much different for anybody else. Like, I think if you do more physical stuff, I think that you just get better in life. I do. Is it go for everybody? No, of course there's going to be exceptions to it all. But I think if you have a routine that involves physical activity, that involves you being in a better mental place, bro, you're gonna look better, you're gonna feel better, you're gonna fuck better, you're gonna be in a better relationship, your work's gonna be better, everything's better. Mm-hmm. It revolves around work. Everything tastes better when you put the work in. Everything feels better with the work.
There's this meme, like, just based on my feed with swim, bike, run shit. But, like, the thing about swimming is, like, everyone always swims in the morning, and it's because it's when the pools are open. Like, that's what it is. But the other side of it is, I swim first thing in the morning, so everything after that is not as bad as swimming first thing in the fucking morning.
I don't want to get in the water.
And it's the same thing with just being physical in general. Like that's why I beat my body into the fucking ground first thing in the morning. There's going to be nothing that comes across my plate. I mean, most days.
Yeah, most
that
days.
isn't more difficult than what I just did this morning. So,
yeah.
and just the energy you have coming out of it, like you're just different. You're just different. And Kim knows it. She's like, dude, just go work out. I'm prepping dinner. Go work out. You're not ready to be home yet, and I'm not. I go work out and I come back in and everything's good.
And I think that's also important for the relationship side of life. It's like you also have to put work in with your relationship, and that means probably like, does she want you to be in a better spot? Yes.
Yes.
Is yelling at you going to be a good idea?
No.
Because if you're being a prick and then she's like, you know what the fuck is your problem? You're going to be like, you know what my fucking problem is, bitch?
Yep.
You.
Yep. Exactly.
When it's not. It's you. You're the problem. You are it. But she's, hey, go do something else. Go do something else that's useful, like work out. When then you come home, then you come home again in an hour.
Yep.
And it works, but knowing and understanding each other. And that's super difficult because some days I don't do a good job. I wasn't doing a good job for a little bit whenever I hurt myself because I was so angry. You know what I mean? And no matter how great and grand and wonderful everybody thinks that life is, I constantly say, dude, I'm not perfect. My life, there's days, we got 3 kids, multiple businesses. She's gone for fucking 3.5 days at gymnastics, literally early mornings, late nights, making sure there's 100 kids that are competing this weekend. Over 100. That's 100 set of parents that have to be pleased to some degree.
Yeah.
That their kid performs well. That's a lot
pleased,
of pressure.
Informed, fucking,
Yeah, everything.
I know, it's a lot.
It's crazy. So it's like, it's very intense. So there's days that, her bad days meet my bad days. And then it's a really bad day. It's like, I don't think I like you today.
Yeah. Yeah, we have those once a week.
I'd like to push you down a set of stairs.
Well, lately, we've been like kind of making fun of the situation when we're like getting to that point, like when things are escalating. Like, the Arthur meme, like he's like making a fist at his side, like the cartoon character.
Oh yeah,
like a knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, the knuckle sandwich.
So like things will start to get heated, and I'll just go like this, and she's like, "Don't even fucking like." Like, you want a knuckle sandwich?
Oh.
That's been diffusing quite a few things lately.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good that you can, I'm like, I'll push you down a set of stairs. And I don't want to push her down the stairs, but I know she thinks about it. But again.
Nothing.
Okay,
No,
we won't talk
I'm
about that
I'm
one.
not saying that one.
And here's the other thing. No matter, and I don't, the relatable side is, like, it doesn't matter where you are in life. I think everybody goes through it. You know what I mean? Everybody does. And there's certain things that that you can do to make your relationship better. And I think that it requires that level of work. Like, especially like whenever Hannah's going through it, I'm like, I got to be better. It's really hard for me right now because I just want to freak out because some shit's going on today with my work, but it's not nearly as bad. Like, I just got to get over myself. With this thing at work, I got to get over myself. I'd probably fucking really be pissed about that one. So I'm going to be a good guy. I'm going to do as much as I can to make sure that her life is easier today. But then there's days when I'm like, I'm more important, you fucking asshole. I'm the important one. And it doesn't go well.
Yeah.
Because she's having a hard time or something. And I think that other people go through it a ton. Yeah. And it doesn't matter how much money you have either. It doesn't matter like what job you're working or how much money you have or don't have. I think it's just part of life. And that's why I'm like, the work side is super important. Like, just it's all work. No matter where you are, it's just more work. It's just work. Just do the work and have fun.
Yeah, like having the stressors of like not being worried about paying bills, like having that removed from your life doesn't just make relationship smooth.
No,
like those financial struggles that we all start off with when we're young and trying to build something, and a lot of times that gets in the way and you get heated as a couple.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't just go away.
And so I was talking, who was I talking to about this the other day? I was talking to somebody in person about this.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, yeah, but it's way easier. I'm like, it is and it isn't. Like, I don't think about money the same way I used to.
Mm-hmm.
Money is a tool. However, in my life, money is a tool, so I'm utilizing it to go try and make more. So it's like now the stressors of my life are continuing to invest into more. Mm-hmm. Go after more, go after more, go after more. The company's growing. Guess what? I'm pushing the company. Mm-hmm. I'm willing to make the money, and I have to be willing to spend the money to grow the company. So it's like, cool. Like it's just this constant, you just continue to push. And every single business owner does it. Every single business owner does it.
Yep.
It does not matter how big, it doesn't.
No, the chase doesn't end.
It doesn't. No, because you and I talked about that years ago. We're like, I can't wait till the company does a few $1 million a year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it kind of happens way sooner.
As if we were waiting for like this break or this like this relief.
Man, you believe that? No, dude. Now it's like, oh, that release we did it over $1 million with that. Okay, now let's go to the next. Oh, we got to push for more. Let's do this. Hey, that was exciting because we're thriving and more people are benefiting. And it's like, let's do this. Oh, we have standards now. So now the company we're pushing for, then we were like, man, wonder if we could ever do $1 million in a month. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be. If we do $1 million in a month, that'll be fucking awesome. Well, now that it's multiple $1 million a month, it's like, this is insane because it hasn't stopped. It's just a constant push. And then when you look around and you see other companies and you're like, holy fuck, nuts. They're on a different level.
And it's not the same amount of pressure to keep getting a bigger result. You have to apply even more pressure to get a bigger result.
Yes.
Like you can get it to a point by this amount of pressure and it's just not going to grow on its own from that.
And guess what? Whenever you're doing more, you okay, buddy? You're good. You're okay. Whenever you're doing more stress is going to be involved, not just from a monetary standpoint, but if you're doing more, you need more people. Mm-hmm. And those people can't fuck up because you have to trust them to do their jobs properly. And there's going to be hiccups. Bro, this was our I think this back to it every time. This was our middle of, what hotel were we at in Vegas? What was that?
For what trip?
We went to Vegas for the GNC convention.
Oh, the Wynn.
The Wynn.
Yeah.
We are mid-fucking walkway in the Wynn, in the casino, hanging out with all the guys from Raw.
Yep.
Stefan, Chris, Matt, John, Dan.
Yep.
We are having a powwow about all the fucking bullshit that happens at a company.
Yeah.
All of the fucking problems that we fuck up and lose money on. And they're like, oh, well, we just did the same fucking thing last month. This stupid motherfucker did this. This happened here. I fucking go ahead and approve it, and I shouldn't have fucking approved it. Like, we had a therapy session for over an hour in the hallway of the Wynn, like bitching, laughing, carrying on. Because, and the things that they're doing, like, they're like, yeah, we fucked up mislabeling this. It's fucking tens of thousands of units. And we're like, we did the same thing for them.
It was in the same day. It
Yes.
turned out the same day.
UPC codes, fuck them things.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, we fucking did this. And it's crazy because the bigger you get, the bigger the bigger a very small problem can be. Mm-hmm. And all that happens is the person that was in charge of it is a tremendous person. They work incredibly hard, but they had a mistake. They fucked up. And it turned out not to be this big because 2 years ago, it was like this big. Now, it's this big. Mm-hmm. And then the customers are the ones that are going to feel some of it. They could feel it from the fuck up. We could feel it from this. Our vendors could feel it from this. It just fucked all this stuff up. And that was our giant powwow. But like, whenever you grow, the most difficult part about growing is the people, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. Because now, like, you have to trust your people. And I love our people. You have to trust your manufacturers. You have to work with them on these things. You have to do this. And it's like, it is heavy.
Yeah. And like when those fuck ups arise, like at that level, now it's not just the concern of the fuck up. It's like that fuck up takes time now to fix because it's a big one. Whether that's mislabeling 10,000 units, that doesn't get fixed overnight. And
No.
things are on a specific timeline from purchase day to fulfillment day to receiving day, and then all of our stores, all of our everyone's expecting something by a certain date.
Yes. Because whenever you're a certain size, dealing with big distribution, things are expected on a certain date. If they're not there and they're not up to par, it's going to cost money. Mm-hmm. Like a fucking small fuck up on a label, a UPC code. Like the issue we had with UPC, the issue they had with UPC, and they're like, I can't fucking believe that it slipped past. But somebody just missed it.
Yeah.
It's just, there's things that slip through the cracks, and then all of a sudden you're dealing with it. And like, I love the fact that Stefan and I had literally the same energy.
Yes.
It was like we were the same person yelling and screaming, going back and forth. It was funny as fuck.
It's hilarious.
But it was like, it's a lot of fun, but it's also incredibly frustrating because at the end of the day, everybody's working to do a good job. Nobody fucks up intentionally.
Yeah.
Nobody, and that's the thing that why it was so hard, because whenever you're doing this and why we were discussing it was because nobody means to do these things. In this industry, we're not trying to get one over on anybody, or vendors aren't trying to get one over on us.
No.
Distribution is not trying to get one over on us. No. They're like, hello, the product is in demand. Can I please fucking have it? We fucked up. Or then sometimes they fuck up. And then we got to be like, guys, the fuck are you guys doing? And they're like, it just fucking slipped through the cracks. And you're like, you dumb motherfuckers, this and that. And then damn it. I moved too fast. I got excited.
Got really excited.
And then I'd be like, Seth, pump the brakes. I get it, guys. It's okay. Just let's whatever we can to mitigate this next time. Because they're like, fuck, this sucks too.
Yeah.
It just happens.
Well, and it's like, it sucks too. Like when you have that fuck up and you got to pay to fix whatever the situation is, like it takes away from all the work you and the team did.
That's why I get so worked up.
To get that price point where we wanted it to be and the label to where we wanted it to be. Like there were so many hands that made this perfect. And then there was that one little god son of a.
And that's where Seth loses it.
Oh, he does. Yes, he does.
Because it's tough sometimes.
It is.
And it's just because like this is like it's like a strength and a weakness. I care too much. Because I care so much that I'm like, why are you not paying attention more? And then I'm like, you can't get so emotional about it. But I'm like, why am I not supposed to be emotional about it? I love this. Do you understand how awesome this is? Like, we get to live a dream. You get to do this, and I get so emotional and wrapped up and like you fucking asshole. And it's like, Seth. You can't say those words to people. I'm like, I know, fuck. Sorry about that. That didn't take it back, dude. You didn't. That wasn't a good job. It didn't.
No, the moment is relived.
Your moment. You should say that with the same enthusiasm if you just told me I was a fucking asshole a minute ago. And that was why the fucking conversation was so much fun with them guys.
Yeah.
Because it was literally the same things. Just
exact same. I was relieved. Like leaving that conversation, I was so relieved. I'm like, we're not alone.
We are.
Like some like prestigious, like good dudes that like we really like are making the same mistakes that we are. I'm like, okay, we're human beings.
And because whenever we were talking to Chris, he's like, yeah, I saw it in the comments, and I'm just like, who fucked up? Because it's like, he's gonna get bashed the most.
Yeah. And
they're like, oh yeah, you didn't do this, or for as beloved as he is, he still gets shit like that too. And it's like, guys, it just happens. You know, it's and mistakes. That's the thing that it's crazy that people might think that we don't make mistakes, or people might not think that they make mistakes. Like Chris can do no wrong. You know what I mean? It's like he's the biggest thing in the world, but they make mistakes. Like Rise, whenever they launched their fucking their clear protein, bro, it was crazy foamy, like ungodly foamy.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, fuck, damn it, this is the launch of our biggest new product of the year, and we have to throw a foam party. And I'm sitting there like, whenever we were sampling clear proteins, they were crazy foamy.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, dude, we can't, this isn't a product.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, we got to do something about this. You're good, buddy. And then whenever that came out, I was like, fuck. Somebody forgot to put the anti-foam agent in that run, and it came out, and they didn't do a small run.
Right. Yeah.
Rise isn't doing a
They're not small.
4,000, 5,000 unit run. It's not happening. It's not that way. But it's like, it just goes to show you that no matter how big you are or who you are, what company you are, there are going to be mistakes that can be made.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just something that you got to work through. And in people's lives, they do the same thing. Like, you're not going to be perfect, but you can't let that mistake or thing that happened hold you back from it continuing to excel. You can't do that. All you have to do is work through it, work with your people, make sure that you don't lose your shit too far, or have a Bob that is able to mitigate those things, and then continue to move forward. Like, you can't get caught up. So if you make a mistake in your relationship, I mean, you can't go, sucking another dick or fucking another bitch. It's probably not going to work too much. That's too much of a mistake.
Yeah.
But, if you're a little bit of an asshole, you make a mistake at work, or you do this, like, you have to you can't do that again. Mm-hmm. You have to continue to move forward and say, I'm not going to let that happen again. Stand on your own business and say, you're going to get better, Seth. You're going to get better, Bob. You're going to get better at this. I'm not going to make that mistake again. I'm going to ask for help when I need it. Mm-hmm. I'm going to look at this, and I'm going to change how I do things because I fucked up. Somebody on my team might have fucked up, but I own the company, so I'll eat the shit.
Yep.
But this is my team, and I love my people, and we work really hard, just like they did. We know that's what's going on there.
For sure.
And that's why it was such a great, talk. And I need another one.
Yeah, I could use it.
Stefan.
I'm about due.
I talked to Stefan, because he had a fucking big time cigar a few weeks ago, Cigar Sundays for him.
Yeah.
He had this fucking big time. I'm like, hey, I was like, that's a fucking quality smoke. And he's like, I know. I was like, nice. And he'll be like, hey, I'm due for another one, dude. I'm due for another session. But it's just good to know, because, whenever we saw the stuff with Rise and you see things happen with other companies, you're like, fuck.
Yeah, you feel for them.
Yeah,
because they put everything into it.
Yeah, because this is a fucking awesome position to be in, to be able to do what we do for a living. Mm-hmm. So they're not trying to get one over on you. They're just like, fuck, shit, damn it. Okay, how are we going to work through it? Let's not let this happen again.
Yep. Who
was in charge of this? Hey, we got to have a meeting. What procedures are we going to put into place to not let this happen again?
Yep.
How are we going to go through this? And then you do it. Sometimes it's out of your hands too.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes, like getting a fucking piece of cardboard in a protein container, that happens.
It does.
You don't have your scooper in there, and it's like, you guys suck. So our manufacturer, fucking dude, what am I supposed to? There's literally 30,000 units that got made. You never know. That's why manufacturing is so difficult. There are manufacturers with 250 employees. I couldn't imagine having 250 employees.
I don't know what that level of management has to look like to oversee that. I don't know what that feels like.
I'd probably have 150 motherfuckers. Motherfucker 1 to motherfucker 150.
Uh-huh.
I would too.
Yeah.
But and that's super hard. And think of how many manufacturers there are. Dude, it is it's a wild scenario, and there's so many moving parts. And this all stems from me watching TikTok that weekend, and then making that video and going through it all and looking at it. Bro, it's everything. Like you can look at your relationship, me and your relationship, like we do our training. Like you can just look at things in a different sense and be like, where am I fucking this up? How can I get better? What am I going to do? And there's that level of work, but there are going to be mistakes. The road is not going to be perfectly paved. A perfectly paved road will send you straight to hell because it's way too fucking easy. Mm-hmm. The road to like heaven or destiny is going to feel like shit.
Yep.
It's not going to feel good. It's going to be very difficult. But I think people need to hear those things.
I think so too.
It's in the work. Just start. Pick up a sandbag. Pick up a sandbag and walk up and down a driveway for a while. You'll feel way better. Man, that got intense there for a minute. I had some notes to discuss, Bob.
Did you?
Yeah. You know what we don't have? We don't have the clock in here.
You want to know?
How long are we on?
Well, before I started recording that little fucking 112.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Cool.
So I have on here, I wanted to discuss, I was talking about my training, but I have a couple things on here about like goals for 2025. Because whenever I was doing the Bro Chat podcast, which I do have to say, we do say some funny fucked up shit on here. They take the fucked up side a little further.
So I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they aren't afraid to be racist. They are very racist on there. And like my first time, I was like, hey guys, like you guys are getting a little hard on this. Like what's going on? And Fuad's like, well, I'm brown. I can say whatever I want. I was like, Fuad, that's not criteria. And he's like, yes, it is.
It's enough criteria for their group.
Bro, it is fucking, that's why I love it so much. But it was whenever, for New Year's, we were discussing a couple of things. But, since what I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to be physical, I was thinking about like goals. But my New Year's resolution, I think we discussed it too, was I want to travel more.
Yeah.
I don't travel enough with my family and doing cool shit. So, and I haven't even traveled enough in the United States with my family, let alone like internationally.
Yeah.
But I was like, I want to travel with my family to go make memories in some pretty incredible places. Like that is, I have to do it in 2025. Whether it's to like a national park, whether we go to Redfish Lake out in Idaho, or we go somewhere that I just want to experience it with the whole family.
Yeah.
Kids and all, like get them away from the hustle and bustle and just go somewhere completely new and make memories. Like turn everything off for a week or 5 days and just embrace something. Start here in the United States and maybe, go overseas. SJ will be a little older.
Yeah.
Do something cool. So that was my New Year's resolution. I had to do it. But then I have like maybe some goals.
Yeah.
Do you have any to start for 2025? Physical or anything like it?
Yeah. I mean, I have some pretty like specific goals.
I wrote this down for a reason.
Like I have doing Ironman Texas in April.
Mm-hmm.
So my one goal for that race, I want to swim 60 minutes for the 2.4 miles.
Full distance.
Yeah, I hit 66 in Florida in November in the ocean, and this is a lake swim, so it's generally more favorable. But goal is to hit 60 minutes on that. If you're a 60-minute swimmer in an Ironman, it's
big deal.
It's a pretty big deal.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
didn't know that.
If you're going under 60, you're probably a professional. Yeah.
Okay.
Or you're like top 1%. There. Yeah. So that's a specific goal. And then go under 10 hours for that race. I was 10:19 in Florida. I was right there. I fell off on the run. So
I did notice that.
if I have like the similar day, just a better run, like I should go under 10, no problem. It's like, how far under 10 can I go?
Those are specific.
Yeah.
I knew the under 10 hours was a big deal. Like single-digit hours is a big deal.
I want to see it so bad.
Really?
Yeah. That's all I think about. Like I'm very results driven, which isn't always the best thing, but like in this sport, it's what I'm chasing no one else but that fucking clock the whole day.
Yeah, in this sport, it's a different competition.
It's way different.
It's a lot to do with yourself.
Yeah.
And per race.
Yep. More personal, not just fucking triathlon. Just be me and Kim just like saying to each other, like being more present whenever we go do something. Like if we're going to dinner or we go on a trip or we go do anything, like the phone is still a fucking problem.
Yes.
So like I just want to be, if we do decide to go travel and do these things for us personally, it's away from work, it's for me and her. We need to be all in on it. And we're both horrible with it. Like both of us.
I think a lot of people are. I know I am.
Yeah.
I don't do a good job all the time.
Yeah, so that's a big one there. And then, I mean, business-wise, I want to try to make 2025 with as few errors as possible from the AAR side, the apparel side, because that's what I primarily oversee. as few problems as possible is like my goal mentally. And like if we can hit that, I don't doubt that the goal of like growing as a company, it will happen on its own if we can mitigate that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I agree with a lot. Like the present thing, that's really difficult to do. It is. I think it's a main problem for a lot of people.
Oh, dude, like it's what, like, and it's not even just being present because this is distracting me. Like the thought of like doing the next thing is distracting me too. And I know that's why I get in my own head during my training. I know why it's like in the morning or at night I'm getting worked up about something at work, and I can't do anything about it till I'm in a room with you guys or in a meeting. And
Yep.
And it's like, why can't I just remove that from my brain, focus on being home?
It's because you care.
Yeah, it is.
It's because you care about what's going on.
But I want to be able to acknowledge those things. Like I still think about them, but them not like bring me down.
Not affect you the same way.
Yeah.
That's very difficult.
It's so fucking hard.
That's why
that's probably the hardest thing I battle personally. Yeah.
That's how we started this podcast, with me being an asshole. I am literally the 0 to 100 guy.
You are. Well, dude, like, I don't know if I've ever, like, I mean, you probably know this, but when I have to tell you something, it's like, I have to like really amp myself up and like work through. I'm like, okay, how the fuck do we approach it? Do I say it to him right now? No, he's got to shoot a video in 2 hours. Can't do it now. Do I do it after? Then did I know for too long till I told him? That goes into my head. And
it doesn't make me feel good that that's what's going on.
No, I know.
But then I'm like, Seth, and that's what I mean. It's like, I can't. That's who I am.
I know, dude.
I just fucking like.
So now I'm getting way better with it. And I don't think about like when or how I'm going to do it. I just present it to you knowing this is how I plan to fix it. X, Y, Z. Hey, I know I know it. I see it. You're getting worked up.
But here's the thing. The reason that I am, I'm like, why are you even fucking up? Why did this even happen? Who fucked up? Who wasn't doing their fucking job?
Exactly. And I'd be like, well, that's not what we're talking about right now. I'm more so, I want to get it fixed right fucking now.
But what I've learned is that things just happen. Like that's probably over the past year, literally the past 12 months, I've learned more or less that things are just going to happen.
Yep.
But I'm not going to change. I'm not going to show it, because I personally feel like if I don't do that, then I care less. If I just don't care, Seth not caring is a bad thing.
Yeah.
If I don't care, if I say I don't give a fuck, that should scare everybody way more. Like, that should terrify everyone. It should be like, oh, dude, that's not good. What did he do? Nothing. He said he doesn't care.
It's about the worst outcome possible.
It's really bad.
Yeah.
Where's his head? Is he okay? Does he look sick? And that's that thing, because I battle with these things in my head. Like, how can I get better? And I'm like, maybe not get, and I'm like, but I do care. But like we were just talking about that whenever we were with those guys in the wind, going laughing and carrying on, and Stefan saying the same shit. He's the one that flies off the handlebars too. Mm-hmm. And I know you have to, because it's at a massive level. Massive level. So it's like
it's rarely directed.
It's not directed.
It's just fucking.
Because I'm like, who fucked up? How'd you fuck up? Why? What do we got to do to fix your fuck up? Like, what do you need? Like, why'd this happen? And then it's just, dude, things just slip through the cracks, man. Mm-hmm. But I'm not going to say I don't care. I care. I care way too fucking much. What can we do to, like, God damn it, Seth. And that's why Seth needs to work out.
Yes.
When Seth doesn't work out, that's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
But no, I agree. It's like whenever working through this, that's a personal goal with the business. We're growing. Our goal is to get to the next level. Our goal is to build our relationships with our customers even more so. We're sponsoring the Pittsburgh show. We are the title sponsor of the Mr. Pittsburgh, which is the Pittsburgh Pro Fit, the Fit Pro. It's fucking huge. It is going to have the biggest names in the industry there. Some of them are competing. Some of them aren't. The open class is stacked. I know way more about it than everybody else does, because I just had a meeting. This fucking show is going to be stacked with people from the Open, Classic, and Men's Physique. Men's Physique is insanely deep. And even though you think they're fucking fruitcakes and board shorts, Men's Physique guys are fucking massive, by the way.
Yeah.
You see them up close, they're fucking huge. They are. If I went back in time, I'd want to be a Classic guy just because they look handsome. They just do. Like, some of them are ugly as fuck, and they're handsome still.
Yeah.
You know, they got great physiques. They got good jaw lines.
Yep.
But it's going to be a huge show, and it's so cool because we're going to have an open house. This is insider information. We're going to have an open house for everybody to come in. It's going to be a huge deal for us as a company with the demo crew and all of the Axe and Sledge and all American Roughneck fan base that we have to create an opportunity to have more of a personal interaction with us. And then we're going to have a massive booth at the show. New Tech is the other presenting sponsor with us. They're going to have tons of equipment there to test out inside the Fit Expo. There's going to be a ton of other companies there. It's going to be affordable. The show and the expo will be affordable. You will be able to see the coolest shit up close. So just being a part of that in the massive capacity that we are is huge. We're a title sponsor at the Detroit Pro. What we have planned for the Detroit Pro is going to be huge. And all of the cool flavors. We have something dropping that great work. Wait till you guys see this. Bob's work on this pre-workout label is top notch. Top notch. All his idea. But we are doing so much fun stuff that it feels really cool. So I'm excited to get back to more of our roots of being fuck-offs, but at the same level that we are now. Like we're doing pump covers. They're coming back for AAR here. Yeah. The OG and everybody. They're not any material that we've done before. Bob and the team have went on a hunt to create the old school 50-50 feel that we did in the very beginning. So the pump covers that we have coming out are going to be a 50-50 blend, which is just like the old school Gildans that we did originally. Mm-hmm. The price point is fucking primo. It is the old school gym fit athletic hoodie that originally started this company, and it is fucking awesome.
Yeah. I think finally perfected.
That's what I mean. Like, we're going back to the cool shit that we did, but doing it at the scale that we are. Mm-hmm. And it's cool to constantly push it. And like, that's what I'm so excited about this year is literally pushing the team. Cause like we were just talking about fuck ups, and I get all excited, but I get excited cause I care. And I'm like, this was the thing that you were like, hey dude, we found this. And I'm like, better be fucking good, Bob.
Yep.
And you're like, dude, it's going to be good. We're going to work through it. And I'm like, fuck yeah. So then we did, and we're like, how can we make it cooler? How can we do this? How can we do that? That's why we were asking you guys months ago about what was your favorite old school pump cover to come back. Mm-hmm. That's why we've been discussing these things, because it takes time to do.
Yeah.
So just starting the year off in the way that we are and everything that we have coming, I'm so excited. It's so fucking cool from the business perspective. That, like we said, we need to get back to that super personal, cool shit. Fuck you in your face. We are who we are. We're not going to run from it. We're not going to hide from it. We are what we are. Take it or leave it. Love it. But we're fucking way bigger than we were. So way more people. That's how we are.
Yeah, that's it.
Just how we are.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking about because we do get hit up a lot to bring back old designs, things that we did in the beginning. And it's hard for me to get past it because even some things like deadlifts and gummy bears and lift weights, eat steaks, we've released it so many times, but we're so much fucking bigger now. In reality, there's such a small percentage of our current customers and fan base that actually own a fucking white on black pump cover or a red on white or a white on red pump cover. It's like this fucking small compared to
our buffers.
People.
I was thinking about this. Our buffers is the number that we used to order.
I know. It's fucking nuts.
That's the number that we set aside for fucking mistakes with shipping or this lost or that lost. That's how many our buffers are what we used to order. That's crazy.
Yep.
And when you think about it, there might be like 100 people with like certain pump covers.
Right.
It's like, man, because I see them and I'm like, kind of might want to buy that back from you.
Well, Dean comes in with things that I'm like, man, I really wish I had that.
Where'd you get that? I was in the closet. It's like, dude, where's your closet look like if you just pulled that out?
That's what I mean, dude. Like, if you're sitting on that hoodie and you have everything we've launched from then till now, where are you keeping them all?
Yeah. I put them in storage.
Yeah.
I have a storage unit that I buy that has all of that shit in there.
Yeah. I think Kim threw some of mine out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She definitely
There's
did.
definitely some.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't throw anything out. So I look like a fucking pack rat at home. It's fucking bad.
I am
don't
a
care.
mess.
No one comes to my house. It's fine.
They don't. We don't go
No
anywhere.
one comes up there.
We just stay by ourselves.
Hey, come fix this because no one's coming over.
No,
so
but
it's like,
nobody's there. I gotta take a piss. When we get back, we're talking about Aiden's goals.
I got a piss too. Holy shit.
I'll buddy up. I'll just entertain our. I'll entertain our listeners.
Bob camera that.
I wish I was like a good singer, like I could entertain everyone. SJ, you doing good? Nice. Are you winning? SJ's killing it over on his game right now. SJ, are you this weekend for the Super Bowl? Are you rooting for the Eagles, or you're the Eagles? You want the Eagles to beat the Chiefs?
I dropped the ball.
You dropped a ball. That's okay. You got tackled. Okay. Big NFL fan.
But I guess we're back. That feels good. I feel better.
Good job.
Aiden, do you have goals for 2025?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't go too crazy with it, though. I used to be, like, whiteboard. Fucking, like, every year I'd do, like, 2021, 2020. Like, I'm in my room. Like, fucking.
Oh, really?
Bullet-pointed list.
Nice.
Follower checklist. Fucking, fucking the whole nine. But, I mean, one of them already happened. Bought a house.
Oh, bought a house.
Bought a
Yes.
house.
It's a huge, that is a massive,
That is.
massive part of life.
It's a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome.
Alone. Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
After that, then probably getting financials back in check for myself from that. And I want to get fucking jacked again.
Yeah, that's always a big part.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
health phases suck.
Yeah. Meathead stuff.
Yeah, dude. And then work. Just get better at what I'm doing
Yeah.
overall. Yep.
Yeah.
It's the gist.
Absolutely. No, the buying the house thing's a big one. I think he's about cooked back there.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit.
Were you?
Yeah.
He's ready.
I was asking his Super Bowl prediction.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, he's in it. Which that's the next thing on here. Super Bowl stuff. A little bit longer. But, no, I mean, the buying the house thing is probably like, that's a massive one because there's going to be problems with the house. Problems are going to happen with the house. But it's also, it's super exciting because, like, that's a massive jump in life to experience it, feel it, and grow up. Because I think a lot of young men at your age, because it's at the point in your life where you're growing up now. Like, it's that next thing, like, you can't run from it anymore.
No, I've accepted that.
Yes, that's what I mean.
We were
like,
talking about it, 2 weeks ago?
yeah, like you're just growing up, like you can't run from it. And I think that a lot of people still do run from it because they don't want to grow up. They don't want to take on the full responsibility of life. But at some point, and it's sooner for, you're, 24? 24. Yeah, it's way earlier right now for you than it is for a lot of other people.
Sure.
A lot of other people might, they might want to say 30. They begin that grow up process or whatever it is. So there's no right way or wrong way to do it. You just have to be ready for it and be ready to work through the whole process because it's a lot.
Yeah, I just throw myself through the ringer, to be honest. Just give me the most difficult shit and I'll fucking come out. I don't care.
Yeah.
Makes you better anyway.
I mean, that's what me and Kim did, like, when we bought our first home. Like,
It's what happens to everybody. You're just like, fuck it.
like, I was literally 22 and Kim was 21, and we bought a 600 square foot home. Like, it was nothing to brag about, but it was big time for us. And we had, like, banks love approving young people for things that they can't afford. So like, we were like, we jumped right in. And like, I remember my parents being like, we're so proud, but like, how are you making that work? Like, how are you doing that? I'm like, well, like Kim's an RN, very young. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing.
Make some money.
I make a little bit of money here, some here and some not so there. But,
doesn't exist, but it exists.
It does. But yeah, I mean, that was one of the scariest years we had.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. It's a different world. Because and everybody does it. That's why I think it's important for these people that, when I made that video, they learn about it. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, get ready. It's just work. Yeah. And
you figure out what you need to do to keep your life running pretty fucking fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I had a kid at 22.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
That is nuts.
That's still to this day, like, that'd be like Aiden would have a 2-year-old. If Aiden had a 2-year-old right now.
Bro. I don't know what the fuck I would do right now.
Bro, if I had a kid right now, I don't know what I would do right now.
Not even the stress of it, but even the financial burden of it too.
Oh,
like fucking no.
Learn to hustle.
Yeah.
Extra on the side.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's a different world. But again, it's a different world where everything that's social media, and it's crazy because, like I said, like, you get on social media and you're like, yeah, all these dopamine dumps, but also it makes you feel bad about yourself. Mm-hmm. It's weird. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Super Bowl stuff that kid loves football. He has his little football there. Mm-hmm. I want you to see how he can fucking whip that ball now. He throws a fucking nasty spiral and can do it on the run across his body. It's the craziest thing in the world. It's insane. It's awesome. Yeah. But anyway, he loves football. He predicted the games for the AFC the championships. Mm. I was like Chiefs and Bills. He's like, Chiefs are going to win. I'm like, no. It's like, Bills are going to win. He's like, nope. And he did the Eagles and the Commanders, and he's like, Eagles will win. So he's on the Eagles right now. Yeah. Eagles over the Chiefs. I don't want to see the Chiefs win.
Really? I thought he was a Chiefs guy.
No, Hannah is.
Oh.
Hannah is. He likes them because he likes the colors, and he likes what his mom likes because he loves his mom. But I have to have that strong influence over him about, you're not allowed to like that team. That's where I draw the line. You can like anybody. Yep. You can like the fucking Panthers. I don't care. Mm-hmm. But I do care about the Chiefs. Fucking guys. It's a shit show. Yep, they're out. They didn't make it. But, yeah, he's super pumped to watch the game.
That's so cool.
He's super pumped to watch it. And he actually watches the games. Like, that's how he learned to throw on the run.
Yeah.
He learned to throw on the run by watching the TV. It's awesome. But there's some bets, too. I missed a fucking $3,800 parlay last 2 weekends ago. It was $75 for $3,800. Yeah, I was like, this guy came across on like this betting thing.
Yeah,
he's like, this is the parlay of the week. You want to make $4,000 off $100? And I'm like, yes, I do.
That would be nice.
I would do that.
Yeah.
And then it was just anytime touchdown scores for each team. And the one there needed to be Devontae Smith was one of them, and he missed it. He didn't get a touchdown. The three other people on there out of the 4 got touchdowns. He's the one that missed.
Fuck.
And I'm like, Saquon Barkley had fucking 4. If I probably would have just took Saquon, I might have got like, $1,500.
Yeah.
Instead of fucking 4. And I'm like, that would have been just as good, you dickhead. Fuck. But it was awesome. Yeah, I missed it. But now I'm probably gonna do some betting, like $5-10 shit, 25 maybe $50.
That's what happens every year with me. Like, I'll have to refigure out all my login for like.
Yeah.
To get back in, redeposit a little ching.
Yep.
Lose a couple. Yep.
I do the face thing now. I just scans
Yeah.
my face. I do that with everything now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably going to make some bets. I followed a couple guys. There's parlays on there I'm going to put in, see if I win anything. I was thinking, do you know how much fucking money? Think of the amount of money that's going through all that
Oh my God.
this weekend. It is going to be astronomical. It's also a social media frenzy. Like, people just go to the Super Bowl just for social media purposes.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even go to the game. They're just there. Like,
Just-
outside of the game.
Yeah.
Like, in doing their own social media. I was watching it all. They're not going to the games. They're just there because there's that many people there. They're going for social media.
Being in the city, being around the stadium.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, all
that
the
makes
stuff.
sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Just watch parties and shit like that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. But I think you were there for it. There is one person that is poised to make a fuckload of money.
I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah. There is one person that is poised to make more money than fucking anybody if the Chiefs win, and it's not through gambling. I saw it in a reel, and I was like, that's nuts. Pat Riley owns the trademark for the phrase three-peat. So if the Chiefs win, he is going to make 5% of anything that has three-peat on it. And based on the sales of last year's apparel sales, this guy is poised to make like $130 million fucking dollars if the Chiefs win and three-peat.
Just on the phrase being used.
Just on the phrase being used. If three-peat is printed on something, he's getting a royalty from it. Because, you know, there's people that like three-peat of something, like they might like fly under the radar. You know what I mean? But you aren't flying under the radar if you're the fucking Kansas City Chiefs.
No, you're not.
Three-peat Super Bowl, Pat Riley. Three-peat from the Bulls in the 90s. He made money off of that. He made millions off of that. Nobody three-peats, but he did, and that's why he phrased it when he was with the Lakers. He owns a trademark.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
How fucking wild is that?
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I was like, I don't like the Chiefs, and I don't want fucking Mahomes to fucking get another one, but I do want to see Pat Riley win 130 mil.
Fuck, I kind of do now too.
Yeah, no, fuck him.
Man, that's crazy.
It's pretty cool though, right?
Yeah.
Like he's like that's like sitting on a meme coin
So
for fucking 30 years.
Yeah, he's had this. He's had this forever.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Jesus, cool.
Yeah, yeah. I still don't want him to win.
No.
Hell no.
No, I do not want to see them win another Super Bowl. I dislike them a lot.
I never thought there would be another team I disliked more than the Patriots from like the 10s.
Everybody,
This team is far beyond that.
Yes.
I'm sick of it.
can't stand them.
Get off my television.
I feel like the Eagles are putting out like really sick like content right now too.
Yes, they are.
Did you see that Saquon video that he posted? The, like pump up video for this weekend?
Well, I don't think I did.
Dude, like even the song that's being played is so fucking hard, and like the look on his face through this, one of the coolest like pre game highlights I've seen.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I am too.
He had a hell of a year.
So they were. I think you might have seen it. Chris Johnson, remember him from the Titans?
Yeah.
They were talking about. He was talking about. He's like, nobody talks about my year. Dude, the year he had over 2,500 yards total was nuts.
God.
It was nuts. So, yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm on. I'll take the Eagles. Not taking the Chiefs, even if they do win.
It's a lose-lose.
No, I don't mind the Eagles. I don't mind the Eagles because they got the fan base is an absolute pile of dog shit.
Yes.
Okay? He likes the Eagles colors. The fans suck.
They're brutal.
Horrible.
They will eat their own.
But like they're just like even what happened the last game, like that one guy just being a huge dickhead. But like Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts, it's hard not to like Jalen Hurts. Some Eagles fans hate Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Which is understandable because they're Eagles fans. But dude's a good dude. Like incredibly hard worker, like a decent human being from what we can see. Yeah, I'm pulling for him. I want to see it. I did see there was a reel that the guy was predicting what was going to happen. They said the script was leaked about the Super Bowl. So hold on a second, buddy. They said the script was leaked. They said the Chiefs are going to get their asses kicked in the first half. Okay? Travis Kelce's going to give a big hoorah speech, come out and have a crazy second half. Chiefs are going to win. Travis Kelce is going to propose to Taylor Swift, and it's going to be this big fucking hoorah retirement for Travis Kelce after that. And I'm like, fuck. I was like, if the Eagles start beating their ass in the first half, I'm going to be terrified. I'm terrified. I'm like, no. So we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, I hate to think about that being a thing, but like, you can't not.
No.
You don't know.
No, it might happen. I don't fucking know. Hold on a second, buddy. We're almost done. We'll eat lunch after this, okay? But I don't know. This was a good time. I'm glad we're back.
Yes, me too.
The sound was good so far.
Sounds great.
Man, that's great. I was a little worried. But
Sounds better than the old one.
that makes me feel good.
Me
It's
too.
going to look way cooler as we continue to go through all this.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to put cool shit on the walls. We're going to have cool shit behind us. It's not going to look like anything it looks
Better
like
lighting?
right now. We talked to Jay yesterday about lighting, or 2 days ago.
We did, yeah.
We're discussing the lighting. So from every angle, this is going to get better.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Maybe bringing a couple more chairs for some guests here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh coming up in May. This will be, we'll have this thing going in the next couple of weeks with everything. I had to wait. I like these chairs. These aren't even the chairs that we planned on putting in here.
It's not, but I enjoy them.
I like them. They're wider.
Mm-hmm.
Good there. Yep. It is nice.
I'd like another table here.
I know. Yeah. That's what I was saying. I'd like a different looking table here. The table next to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe like a cool rug or something there.
The rug we have downstairs is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
The rug people did a good job.
Yeah.
I thought they were a little expensive, though.
Yeah,
They are a little expensive.
they are.
They're super fucking nice.
Mm-hmm.
They're made for you to walk on them and rub your feet on them.
I was going to say they're a functional rug.
That look bad as fuck. They're sick.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking guy. He doesn't even know what he's doing. No. Oh, he has no clue.
But yet he does.
He's not paying. Yeah, he does. He's not paying attention to us though.
No.
Here he was.
He was.
But I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
It's going to be good.
We've got a very busy Q1, Q2.
Yeah. We have everybody, I guess, yeah. There's 2 flavors right now that are absolutely going nuts for us.
Yeah.
We are selling so much fucking marshmallow milk, it is out of control.
It's insane.
When I mean a lot, it is ungodly. We're out of marshmallow milk right now.
Yeah.
We did not anticipate what occurred with it. Like, we have a lot of product. We have a lot of stock of things.
Mm-hmm.
But the marshmallow milk went absolutely bonkers.
Yes.
So that'll be back in stock here in the next few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And Never Ending Chocolate is the other banger, which isn't surprising because those 2 are fucking stellar. But Never Ending Chocolate will be back in stock next week. I'm super excited because I'm a big chocolate fan. Those 2 are my favorite, though. They're my favorite flavors.
They're up there for me.
However, something that you just finished the label of that's going to be here in the next 5 weeks,
Yeah.
something like that, 6 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
is the next flavor that
I'm predicting like an impact like these other 2 have.
not many companies do this flavor.
They don't.
Not many companies have ever done it.
Mm-mm.
I can think of one,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't like it. That's why I was so hesitant, because I was super excited to like it.
It hasn't been on the table in years of us doing this.
And then whenever this one came in, I was like, fucking, let's go. Because it's hard because we constantly trial stuff, constantly. We're tasting stuff every fucking week, a lot of things.
At least 3 days a week we are.
Yes.
Whether it's a pre-production, a brand new flavor, or
Just sampling.
just
Just
sampling.
new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
New stuff. Because like we have a lot of plans for the year, but the protein world is insanely expensive right now, everybody. Prices are going through the fucking roof, terrifying. We bulk buy things for 6 months at a time, and the prices continue to skyrocket. It's nuts. I bitch constantly about it, especially to the vendors. I'm like, you guys are fucking assholes. It's not us, Seth. Yes, it is. Fuck you. I don't say it to their face.
Yeah.
Not often. Sometimes.
Here and there.
Just once.
Yeah.
And then I move past it, like I do everything.
Mm-hmm.
But the new flavor's sick. I'm super pumped.
Yeah.
I think it'll be probably, it's going to be big.
Mm-hmm.
Excited. And then the other one's big too. We got a new way more flavor coming out soon.
I forgot about that.
I know. The marketing's going to be super fun for it.
Yeah.
But Never Ending Chocolate will be back in stock next week. I have a good video for that.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be fun.
Yep. Peanut butter honey is back.
Yeah.
Yep.
We sold a lot of stuff. There was a big tick up.
Mm-hmm.
So just, again, that's that growth thing. That's that, let's do more. Like everybody, whenever you have the tick up, everybody has to get better at their job. And that's the hardest part about having a lot of people. Like that sweep up, everybody has to go. And sometimes there's just things that hold it up. It's like getting your fucking shirt caught on a hook and be like, ah.
Son of a bitch.
But other than that, this was great.
This was very nice.
I enjoyed it. Did it look cool with the Just Works there?
I think so.
It's more
Yeah,
of a
our-
counterbalance to the mics,
Our
but
little weight.
yes. Also our sponsor for today.
Yeah.
Product
Our sponsors
placement.
today are brought to you by Just Work Energy, energy for every occasion. All American Roughneck apparel, made for you by us. And Axe and Sledge Supplements. If you don't like them, go fuck yourself. And everybody else that we work with that's super fucking cool, like Helamix, the guys at Raw, they were great.
Look, it fell
else?
off. It fell off the table.
Didn't even break.
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, look, I can throw this thing wherever and it doesn't break. That's great. You can do whatever you want. No fluids came out of it. It's awesome. We should make one.
Oh wait.
Oh, wait, we did.
Huh?
With that being said, everybody, I hope you continue to be good motherfuckers, work super hard, be the best motherfucker you can be for yourself, for your family, and for the next stages of life. Have yourselves a wonderful motherfucking day.
See ya.